Hi, ThatPaulGuy, and today we're going to talk about how to spend your $500. Okay, I kind of say that jokingly because Nvidia and AMD are both coming out with new products in the next couple of days. Well, Nvidia should have it on the 29th. I believe you might even be able to get some of it a little bit sooner. The Founders Edition, their RTX 3070 Founders Edition is supposed to be available at Best Buy and Micro Center here in the United States. It'll be available at Best Buy in Canada. It will not be available on their website anymore. They're not going to sell it directly from their website. The board partners like EVGA, ASUS, and whoever it might be that you're getting from, MSI or whatever, they will have products on their website, hopefully, to be able to purchase. But if anybody's been looking at the RTX 3080 and 3090, you know that those are hard to find, and they're even more expensive than the new 3070 that's coming out. In the middle of all this, AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, they have already announced all of their central processing units, or CPUs, that are going to be available the first week of November. Tomorrow they'll be announcing their video cards, which in many rumors should stand toe-to-toe with Nvidia's latest offerings. The big key there will be, are they going to be available? So which one should you buy? Well, you really need to take a look and figure out what it is you're doing now. Jay's 2 cents actually gives some pretty good advice. Is your computer doing what you want it to do right now? And if the answer to that is yes, then maybe you don't need to do anything. If you still want to get the next generation gaming, and you're a console gamer, maybe stick with that first. If you're looking to upgrade your PC and you just have to have it, then okay, you're probably already doing a lot of research, and you're probably not one of the people watching this channel, quite honestly. But if you are, just for the entertainment value, then get what suits your needs. Depending on what monitor you're using and what games you play and what your productivity level is, go for those types of things. With average gameplays, things that are esports type titles like Rocket League or CSGO or any of those are going to look great on a regular 1080p monitor refreshing at 60 frames per second. If you want games like that you want to play faster and get an edge, maybe you're looking at a better or a faster 1080p monitor. For those of us that are looking at something that's a larger display or more fidelity in the pictures themselves, I happen to be gaming on a 1440p monitor. That's more lines of resolution, and it's a little bit wider, so it's sort of in between that regular standard 1080p and your 4K television. That works for me, and the refresh rate happens to be 144 hertz, which is a little over twice as much as your standard monitor. It's more complicated than that, but that's a simple way of breaking it down. So you need to figure out what it is that you want to do. If you are if you are not sure if you want to upgrade your computer at all, or maybe your computer's a couple years old and you're not sure what to upgrade first, go back and figure out what it is you want to do with your computer. Do you want to be, the best, fastest, newest game with all the ray tracing extras on? Then maybe, start mapping it out and planning it out and figuring out if you're better off buying a new computer or just upgrading what you have. Because if you get a top-of-the-line video card and your CPU is just average, you're going to experience some problems because your CPU is not going to be able to give your GPU the information fast enough. If you do it the other way around and you upgrade your CPU, the central processing unit, to the biggest, baddest thing on the block, and your graphics card is trying to push a signal, lower tier graphics card, and it's trying to push the signal to the brand new monitor you got, you're going to have some struggles there because your CPU is going to be outworking your GPU. And so again, you're going to have what they call a bottleneck. So my advice is sit back, and if you can wait a little bit, unless you're just one of those people that have to be first in line to get it, sit back and wait a couple weeks and see what happens during the Black Friday sales. Because it might not be the next generation or the newest generation stuff that is highly available right now and for a great price, but you might be able to find some of those last generation products, those GPUs, CPUs, etc., that come down in price. And don't forget the new consoles, PS5 and Xbox Series X. You're going to have two choices for each one, whether you're getting the lower power Xbox or the higher power Xbox, or you're getting the PS4 that has the driver without the drive. So, or PS5, I'm sorry, with the driver without the drive. So you've got some options. So don't be in such a hurry to spend the money that you might be saving to get it as soon as you get it. Wait maybe just a little bit longer. That would be my advice, is wait just a week or two longer and see if some of those prices start coming down. And especially Black Friday. You know that there's going to be Black Friday sales that are probably going to start sooner because they've been sitting at home and they're itching to spend whatever it is they might have been able to save. And if you're not in a position where you can spend any money at all because you've been struggling, because you haven't had the money, because you haven't been working, then you know what? Maybe it's not a good time to try to look at buying anything right now either. And I'm not trying to laugh at that because I understand what that situation is. But maybe it is a little bit better to wait a little while and see what happens around the holidays or Black Friday or the sales that are coming, because you know they're going to be coming. But anyway, folks, that's kind of my thoughts on this whole thing. I mean, we're about to see a lot of things happen all at once. Within the next 3 weeks, we're going to see Nvidia and AMD and Sony and Microsoft completely push all their products at you, and they're all going to tell you it's the best deal and it's the best way to spend your $500, because those mainstream video cards or the consoles are all going to be around that price point. So, but you know what? If you don't have to spend it, don't. Wait just a little bit longer and see what happens. I always tend to wait with the consoles anyway. I tend to wait for a couple months for them to get all the bugs out of it. And anyone remember the Red Ring of Death? Or some of the PlayStation's overheating, the PS3's overheating. Wait for some of that stuff to settle and figure out. But anyway, that's just my thought. Take it for what it is. If you have any suggestions, you have any thoughts, or feel welcome to tell me what you're thinking. Just leave it in the comments. But as always, folks, you're welcome to thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave me any kind of comments you want, and that's really all I got this time. I'll try to get on and maybe do some other stuff. I still have a build I'm working on and a few other things. But for right now, that's all I got. So until next time, folks, I'll see you later.